pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
So we got Morgoroth. We got harassed by Homeland Security because we were blocking a lane that I wasn't supposed to be in. And then she kept driving by, staring at us after she told us not to get out of the car. Well, finally we got him, and he's here. And we made it.
Yeah.
You can hold them.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Are we recording? My God.
Well, I didn't know. You know what? Fuck off, okay?
You're like literally like one of the dumbest human beings I've ever fucking met in my life.
You're the one that's you're the one walking in the airport with a backpack and a Muslim beard. Well, no, you shaved. I didn't see that you were shaved.
Well, yeah, I was supposed to have a backpack. What was I going to fucking do? Come in like one pair of clothes?
I actually thought so for a second.
First I thought you didn't have any luggage. Well, he doesn't have any luggage. You just got off the plane.
I showed up with just a bag full of clothes.
Hey, that's really what it looked like. And Mike over here with the recorder.
Yo. Okay, so listen to this shit.
There's
The weirdest possible fucking thing in the world could have happened. So I get upgraded, and I'm sitting behind the LAS, which is Las Vegas, Delta manager, like manager over it all. And she's talking with some girl beside of her. And I'm sitting there minding my own business, and after they had about 6 bottles of wine, they start pulling their phones out and showing each other the dick pics that they get from all their boyfriends. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? And so, you know, I just sit there and keep peeking through the corner of the fucking seats. And all of a sudden, these two people who don't know each other, who only really got acquainted because they realized they're both drinking 6 bottles of wine, started showing each other their nudes. Now, this Delta manager is like 50 years old, but oh my God, dude, her tits were phenomenal. Like, no shit. Were fucking perfect. And then this little 23-year-old is sitting there showing her. She's got maybe a B cup, but my God, half of that whole fucking plane ride, I'm sitting there hard as a rock. Like, sitting there having to adjust myself constantly.
And you got sweats on, too.
Yeah. And the fucking old people in the aisle over, I think they started to realize that I kept having to tug on my pecker for like every 5 seconds. Because it just started getting awkward. And then the manager just happens to glance back, and we make dead eye contact. And she goes, wait a minute, I know you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm one of your supervisors. And she goes, oh, how you doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'm doing pretty good, going out here to see some family and stuff. And she's like, oh, that's cool. But she doesn't realize is that she has her hands up on the seat, and everybody in first class, including me, is looking at her nudes.
Well, at least you got to see them.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, it's like, from now on, I'm going to be like, hi, how are you?
I almost got me and Jeff killed.
Yeah.
I pulled right out in front of a bus.
Oh man, that's normal. That shit.
Yeah, so I pulled right out in front of a bus. It was the bus's fault because I didn't see him. His buses are small and hard to spot.
Yeah, fucking bus.
And anyway, yeah, and Homeland Security, lesbian, got mad at me because I was parked in the. It said load. The lane said load. She goes, don't park in the third lane. It says load lane. I mean, so I backed over and I got into what was a no parking spot because I didn't want to get tackled. And then she starts eyeballing Jeff and me. It was a interesting 20 minutes.
Yeah, ever since all that weird shit, man, all of airport security's gotten beefed up, dude. They don't fuck around anymore.
Did TSA molest you?
No, this is like the first time that I didn't have to get a pat down when I went through.
Yeah, I figured, well, you were a Delta employee that they'd leave you be, but...
Well, I thought about trying to sneak in through our checkpoint so I could skip TSA, but if I'd have got caught doing that, I'd lose my job.
Yeah, that's kind of not worth it.
Yeah.
I like how I'm in front of someone going 35. We're on a freeway. God.
So, is anybody else hungry? Because I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, I knew you'd be hungry.
I only had 2 packs of the little snack-sized Cheez-Its. That's it.
I told you the first thing he was going to do when he got in the car was, I'm hungry.
You should have known that. I sent it in the text, you idiot. I said, hey, when I land, are you all by chance hungry?
This was way before.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll get to the other side of Detroit. That way,
So we're safe.
well, it's not that. Partially that, but
So we don't get hit by no buses or we're out of the side of air.
that way, if I get you guys, myself killed, at least you guys can make it to my house. Cheap.
Jeff, you think he would realize where you live at by now, considering how many times we've been there? I look in the chat and he's like, what's your address? And I literally face palmed myself on the plane. I'm like, my God.
I'm not very good with directions.
That's okay.
But me and Mike were talking about, remember when me and you, the first time we traveled here by ourselves, we got lost in Hamtramck?
Yeah.
And we literally thought we were going to die. We stopped at a red light, and there was hookers and everything.
And there was like hoopties with missing rims and shit up on blocks.
That's the scariest time of my life, besides getting almost killed by a ghost. But
Yeah, that was wrong of you.
That was the greatest night ever.
That was wrong of you to have him attacked by a ghost.
And then you locked me out of the car. That was double.
Well, I still think you almost lost your head when we were sledding behind Mike's house and you almost went through his fucking door.
Yeah.
When I slammed through the grill and the chairs.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Who would have known that the grill and the chairs would save my life? Because Mike would have killed me if I went through
there. If they wouldn't have been there, you would have went through his patio doors.
You could probably set it right there, Jeff. Just make sure it doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Go around corners and shit.
The bomb that airport security thought we had.
Yeah. That was funny though. That chick was totally a lesbian, and not the like the lipstick kind you enjoy to be a lesbian.
Like full blown, like I wish my chick had a dick, but I'm a lesbian kind.
Yeah. Basically. Is that even on? Oh yeah, it is on. Okay.
I forgot how good y'all's housing was in Michigan.
Yeah.
I remember now that all the houses are perfectly square.
Yeah, and I don't. You guys got those weird roofs out there because you're in a desert.
Yeah.
And I heard that like people moved out there to get away from like pollen and shit, but now people are planting grass, bringing pollen there.
Yeah, it's like I got sick because of my allergies like a couple weeks ago because of the fucking like people are planting grass and flowers. So now we have just about as much pollen as a normal place.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit less.
That's retarded. They should just do away with pollen.
But now, if you move into a house that has grass, you can call the city, and the city will pay for you to have gravels put in.
Good.
Because they don't. Our water resource out there is very limited. They don't want you having to water your grass.
So there's not as much water out in the desert as there is here that's surrounded by lakes.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yes. Even though we have like Lake Las Vegas and Lake Mead.
Yeah, that thing's like emptying out.
Yeah, it's like, that shit's going to be gone in like 10 to 15 years. So we're probably going to have to truck our water in from like California or some shit.
No, they're going to have to probably run a pipeline from here. They were talking about doing that, running a pipeline from here out west. Because we got more fresh water than anywhere on planet Earth. And we don't have the good enough weather to grow crops year round.
Yeah.
So it would be beneficial to us too to send it out there because we need tomatoes and shit.
Yeah, you need maters.
Yeah.
Oh man, it feels good.
Yeah.
be back on the East Coast. I can already feel my skin not being dry.
Yeah. You're the
I'm
Midwest, by the way, not East Coast.
It's all the same shit.
So you know.
But either way,
We're on the east coast of Lake Huron, maybe, if we go a little further.
but
You don't live- you don't
The
live-
West Coast.
You don't live like actually in Vegas. You live like what on the outskirts of it.
It's called Henderson, which is maybe, if I want to be downtown, I can be downtown in 8 minutes.
Do you want me to edit the part out where you talk about a manager to your large company that you work for?
Oh, fuck. Nah, don't even worry about it. Here's the reason why, because I
The
got
chances of them listening, or
yeah, like, I doubt any fucking Delta person's going to be like, holy shit, let's send this to corporate.
if anything, it'd get her a raise because, like, the vice president would be like, I'm going to have her over.
If anything, hopefully it gets me a raise.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't complain. I'm making pretty good money right now.
Yeah.
So, what do you do for them?
When the Delta employees show up for work, they have to come through my checkpoint to be screened. We x-ray all their baggage, all their items. We do an ETD swab test on them, which is to check for explosives or any type of gun stuff, gun residue. And we send them through a metal detector to make sure they're not hiding something in their person.
Well, there you go.
Well, what about if they're hiding somewhere something else?
Then I've got to get the gloves out and I got to go up in there.
Ooh.
But I got a phone call that I'm going to respond back to when I go back home from Halliburton.
Oh, man.
So I got, if I get a job with Halliburton, I'm definitely going to take it.
My friend just got a job at Halliburton the other week.
Yeah.
He went to Ohio for like 2 weeks.
You'll get a lot of raises if we go to war again.
Yeah. Thank God for George Bush.
Yeah. So, if somebody else around the world needs freedom, you're going to get paid.
Oh, yeah. They're going to use the oil and gas that I drilled to oil up them war machines.
Yeah. The truck does not seem powerful enough to be yanking cars around
Well, that's a power stroke, son. Shit.
Sound like you're dying already.
Man, I developed a cough like 3 days ago, and I'm almost positive I got pneumonia.
It'll cure itself.
Yeah.
You don't need it. You don't need treatment for it.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I've cured it once by myself, just taking Mucinex and vitamin C.
Well, a good indication though is when you breathe in and you got that kind of like that cool feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I've had it.
Is that a fucking goose?
A what?
Geese?
Yeah.
The goosey geeses?
Canadian geese.
Oh yeah, you've had a run-in with
Yeah,
what's that before?
Let's not talk about that, please.
What, that you got bit in the butt by a long-necked duck trying to steal its eggs?
Look. All right.
While we were fishing?
I was standing there. I could not remember the fucking name of a goose. I'm standing there and I'm trying to remember a goose. So, I realize it's sitting on something. So I walk a little closer, and all of a sudden it sticks its long neck up, and I see eggs under it. So I yell back at all the guys. I'm like, "Hey gosh, there's a long-necked duck over here, laying on some eggs. Who wants eggs?" And no sooner as I say that, the son of a bitch chases me off of the little island I'm on and bites me on my ass like 3 times.
Didn't you have like a U-shaped bite
Yeah,
mark
I
on your
had
ass?
like little U-shaped bite marks on my ass.
Them things pinch, man.
Yeah. So I'm running, and as I'm trying to get to the edge of this little island I'm on to jump off, my foot goes into a fucking ant's nest. That wasn't a good day. You see, that's why I don't go fishing, because fishing is fucking stupid.
Well, can you blame that duck or that goose? I mean, you were trying to steal its eggs.
I wasn't going to steal its
Yeah,
eggs.
it's gonna panic as much as if you were a monitor lizard trying to just eat the eggs.
All I wanted to do was just fucking say hi.
And then, you know, cook his babies.
Yeah, hi, I'm gonna eat your children.
Well, hell, due to global warming, polar bears are starting to practice cannibalism.
Bears always do cannibalism.
They're eating their babies.
Some people need to do that.
Yeah.
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel. We're always at I was at Chris Angel eats babies.
I didn't even think he was
That's part of
still
his show now.
They completely redid his show.
around. Yeah, he stopped doing magic. He just eats babies now.
Yeah, it's a cooking show.
The fucking Backstreet Boys are getting a residency in Las Vegas. I've never been so pumped in my life.
Are they really?
Yeah. Told the girlfriend she didn't take me when we was breaking up.
Yeah. You start playing with yourself when they do "I Want It That Way."
I want it that. When they say that way, I'm just going to be sitting over there like jerking and squeezing my nips.
Remember that the South Park episode when that Jonas Brothers rip-off thing or whatever?
Yeah.
And then one guy's like, like rubbing his where a clit would be.
I've not watched South Park in years.
He's like,
It's so bad. It was dying.
Matt and Trey, man, they are legitimately comical geniuses, man.
They are.
To be going this long with that show and still be relevant and
Like,
funny.
what's funny is I watched basketball the other day.
I mean, basketball.
Yeah, basketball. And I fucking still catch shit and laugh. Like, I realize shit that I didn't realize when I was younger. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. They're, it's, that movie is so great, though. They keep picking on that, what is that guy named?
Squeak.
Squeak.
Squeak. Yeah.
You're a little bitch.
Squeak, little bitch, Skilari.
You got so abused in that movie. Well, yeah, you are. You're a bitch.
Wasn't they like actually best friends in real life?
Yeah, that was their buddy. They were close friends. They had him on a few episodes, like as voices.
Yeah, I think he played the voice of Satan's lover in that one episode. He's like,
Yeah.
what's wrong, Satan?
Ooh, that could be a bad boy too.
Yeah, you like this? Yeah.
I think the last South Park episode I watched was the World of Warcraft episode. It's been that long.
Yeah, that's a good place to stop because I don't know if you can elevate beyond that greatness.
Well, when they did the Guitar Hero one,
Yeah.
you are fags.
Yeah, if you beat it.
You hit 1 million points. You are fags.
Oh, come on, get you.
What was funny though, the World of Warcraft episode kind of reminded me back when we were going through our Diablo 3 phase.
Yeah.
In a way.
I started Diablo 3 again. Me and Simon went and made Necromancers.
How are they?
They're fun as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. But I kind of feel bad because I told Simon I'd be on all the time playing. We've played one time for 3 hours.
I heard that they were overpowered.
All that I can see, like, you can fucking, if you, from what I've seen already, just from unlocking certain characteristics and abilities, oh my God, man. You'll be able to do a lot of fucking damage, man. Like, no shit.
Yeah, that's the thing at our age, though. We're like, yeah, man, sure, I'll play with you. That means usually once,
Yeah.
if at all, because everybody, like, I don't know what happens is that I'll want to play it and I'll get into a game, and sometimes I'll be able to go a good few weeks, but I get tired.
Yeah.
Like, it actually wears me out to play video games.
Like you're fucking, I can't keep an attention span on a video game.
Yeah, the only game that I recently that I put a lot of hours in was R2.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, hashtag it.
Here we go again.
I think they should pay us for a sponsorship to keep mentioning them.
I know we're going to make them relevant forever.
Yeah.
Be 10 years from now. Red Dead Redemption 2. Let me tell you about that game.
Yeah, I fucking logged in a lot of shit on that.
That's probably the last game I put a ton of time in. Dark Souls Remastered, I put in about 60 hours.
I have it, but I just haven't started it yet.
But it was just like it fizzled because they remastered it, but it's the same game that you played 5 billion times.
Oh,
So the only thing is you could summon a lot easier. Like you can play with your buddies easy.
So somebody like me though that's never played it, play the remaster. And
Yeah, they used to not do that. Like you couldn't play. It was really hard to find your friends to play with, and then so the invader people would just fuck you up, come in and kill you. Real players come into your game.
Yeah.
Like actual players are an obstacle to you beating the game. All of a sudden you're like, it would be the worst. Like you would get to pass a really hard part, and then an invader would come in. Like, no! Because usually those guys are really good.
I'm still early playing Horizon Zero Dawn, but I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm still really early in the game, and I'm just running around the woods, just kind of like killing things and hunting things and upgrading.
I want to lay the wood to Ayla or whatever her name is.
I've not even really started the story. I'm like right at the beginning when you start. When you start the I'm already like level 15, so I'm pretty sure I'm like way above. What the hell?
What? Shooting? What's going on?
The license plate.
Shooting.
All right. Like, well, we are driving through Detroit right now.
Yeah. Let's go to Flint.
Yeah.
Let's go to Hamtramck.
I don't speak Arabic. They do the call to prayer, like in the evening.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that they did. I didn't know that they usurped the town because it used to be Polish. So I was there loading my band in, and the sun was going down. I heard over the speakers. I'm like we were in fucking Riyadh or something. I was like, what in the fuck is happening? Well, they like taking over. It's weird because there's still a lot of bars there, so there's that different clash of cultures, alcoholics and then Muslims.
I bet Bobby goes over all the time.
Yeah. They don't want Bob going there. We don't need Christchurch Part 2.
I can hear the news already. We had what the fuck was it? A crusade in Hamtramck today.
Yeah. Goes in chainmail with a cross on him.
A modern day Templar.
For Christendom.
I kind of really hope Aaron does.
Use your fucking turn signal! Jesus.
Oh, I love road rage, man. It's the best.
Yeah, I hope that fucking... Get on the road, hit her! Hit her! God, the semi didn't... I was hoping the semi would go into her.
Yeah, but our luck, that shit would have happened.
Yeah.
And then it would fucking bounce right into us.
I would have interviewed her.
Hi, this is Mike with Radio Underground TV.
You see why turn signals are important now. That you can't move your legs. Hope it was worth it.
So the fact that you are now paralyzed from the neck down because you did not use a turn signal, what does that feel like?
Dude, she was bigger than us, Morgan. Good Lord.
It's pretty hard to be bigger.
She's a 400 pounder at least. Well, I guess we can kill the recording for now. I did it. I raged out. Kind of ashamed. Just hit the stop button. It should be somewhere.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to